Trump's retribution campaign. Will it succeed or will it backfire? Let's ask Spirit. Hi there and welcome to Tarek and Valerie. I'm Valerie and I'm here with my guide Tarek, and we communicate using these dowsing rods. Tarek says hello, he crosses when he's saying yes, and he opens when he's saying no. And usually he's just indicating one way or the other if what I'm saying is on topic. So let's start with Trump's retribution campaign began with former FBI Director James Comey. So if you recall, James Comey wrote 8647 with seashells in the sand on the beach, and Trump decided he needed to be indicted for that, which is completely ludicrous. But then it moved into the primaries that just happened recently, where he sought to endorse and support the opponent of Congressman Thomas Massie, who has been a very vocal critic of Trump recently, particularly when it comes to the Epstein files. So I think if we just simply ask ourselves, why does Trump want to keep these under wraps so much? We probably have our answers. But he had his Vice President, J.D. Vance, and his Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, go and campaign for his opponent in Kentucky, which is completely unheard of. And they spent a ridiculous amount of money that's never been spent before in a primary. And Thomas Massie did, in fact, lose. So let's start with that. So Tarek, will this give Thomas Massie freedom, and will he act on that freedom to be able to vote or speak out against Trump, against the House that puts a lot of pressure? Speaker Mike Johnson and the House really make everyone fall in line. So Tarek is saying yes. So will Thomas Massie start to, in some ways, defect and vote with the Democrats on certain issues? I mean, this is a Republican conservative through and through. So it's a little shocking that Trump so desperately doesn't want him in office. Okay, so then let's move on to Louisiana Senator Bill Cassidy. Oh, he's saying nope, he does not want Thomas Massie in office. So I think Trump might be a little bit scared of some of these folks. So Louisiana Senator Bill Cassidy, who in the last presidential term voted to impeach Trump. So he's now also on his retribution list. And Trump endorsed his primary opponent, and Bill Cassidy also lost his seat. So Tarek, same question. Will Bill Cassidy start to speak out and or vote against party lines on certain issues? Yes. Okay. And then we have also North Carolina Senator Tom Tillis, who's resigning. So not necessarily on the retribution campaign, but because he's resigning his seat, has the freedom to speak out and vote against party lines as well. Will he also do that? No. So he'll still toe the party line in Trump's favor for most issues. I shouldn't say all. Okay. So we know well, he's saying no. Okay. We know that Trump's approval rating continues to decline. Gas prices continue to rise. There's no resolution to wars. In fact, he started a war that no one knows why, and we don't know how that's going to end. The Ukraine war is still going on. And he talks about his ballroom a lot. And all of this costs lots and lots and lots of money, and American citizens are really starting to feel the squeeze here. So, Tarek, is this going to have an effect on the midterms? So is Trump's retribution campaign, particularly with these two and some that are upcoming, going to cost him seats in the House and the Senate. Yes. We've talked before in a different video that the Democrats will win the House this fall. Are we still on track for that? Because timelines shift and change. Yes. And how about the Senate? Are the Democrats going to regain control of the Senate after the midterms? Yes. Okay, so are Americans starting to really wake up and see that Donald Trump does not seem to have an interest in running the country? He seems to have an interest in building a coalition that is loyal to him. And we've seen that just recently with this slush fund that is really starting to make some, allegedly, and it appears to be making some Republicans a little nervous that we're going to use a whole lot of taxpayer money to potentially pay January 6th insurrectionists millions of dollars each. And do you see that that's something that will actually happen? Will they receive this money? No. Okay. Well, I guess that's good. So will some Republicans start to vote against him and maybe start to, in some ways, listen to their constituents, especially the ones that might be coming up for re-election? Okay. And Tarek, do you have a particular message about any of this for us today? Yes. Okay, let's see what Tarek has to say. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Is it J? Okay, J is the first letter. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U. Is it justice? Is there another word? Yes, okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W. Is the second word will? Justice, will. Okay, is there another word? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, V. Yes, A, V, A. Next letter, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Next letter, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. Are you wanting to say prevail? Justice will prevail? Well, that's good news. Thank you for that. That makes me feel better, because some days it feels like Trump is trying to build his own personal army of criminals who will do his bidding. And it just appeared, he's saying, yes, that's what he's trying to do. And it's quite concerning that we may not even have midterm elections. Or he's saying no. Okay, so we will have midterm elections, but that he will try to either rig the elections, yes, or will have intimidation factors going on. So having scary people with weapons outside of the polling to keep people away. So yes. So it is just a very concerning time that we may no longer have free and fair elections. Yeah, concerning time. But you're saying justice will prevail and we will have our elections and we will be able to rebuild after this chaotic and crazy time is behind us. Yes, Tarek says yes. Okay, Tarek, do you have any other messages for us regarding this today? No. Well, thank you for that. It's reassuring in any way we can get it that things will turn out okay despite all of the chaos and slush funds and revenge, retribution, and all of that. It is nice to get a good reassuring message from you. So thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on Tarek and Valerie. Tarek says thank you and gives us all a hug, and we appreciate you watching. Thank you.